Apple wants $300 for this keyboard that doesn't even have backlit keys. Today, we're putting the Apple Magic Keyboard head-to-head against the ESR Rebound magnetic keyboard case. We're talking specs, we're talking convenience, and we're talking about the feature that Apple stole from you that ESR is giving back for a fraction of the price. Is Apple Magic worth the premium, or is ESR about to catch a body in this comparison? Let's get into it. First up, let's talk about how these cases feel in the hand. Apple's Magic Keyboard, look, it's Apple. It's sleek, it's premium, it has that premium Apple feel, and it has that iconic floating design. It's thin, it's light. Now, ESR isn't trying to be a carbon copy, but it has that similar floating vibe. Both Apple and ESR versions leave the sides of your iPad completely naked, exposing that beautiful finish to every scratch and ding. Apple's is thinner, barely, but if you want that ultra portable, I'm barely carrying anything vibe, Apple wins, but ESR isn't far off. Bluetooth versus smart connector. This is where the magic happens or doesn't. The Magic Keyboard uses the smart connectors. Those 3 little pins on the back of the iPad, yeah, that's the secret sauce. You snap it on and boom. No pairing, no charging, no lag. It draws power directly from your iPad. It works. No doing anything extra. Now the ESR, they're using Bluetooth. Now, hold up. Before you go rolling your eyes, stay with me now. To save you that $140, ESR had to cut the smart connector. That means you have to charge this keyboard separately via USB-C. It also means you have to pair it. Now the trade-off with Apple, you never think about the keyboard's battery. With ESR, you gotta juice it up every couple weeks, but because it's Bluetooth, you can actually use the keyboard even when the iPad isn't attached to it. Try doing that with your Magic Keyboard. You pull the iPad off and the Apple keyboard becomes a $300 paperweight. And if you're tired of Apple charging a premium for basic features, hit that like button so the algorithm know we're not falling for it. Let's talk about the typing experience. Apple just updated the Magic Keyboard for the Pro, but for the iPad Air M4, they did us dirty. Apple's Magic Keyboard for the Air, no backlit keys. Now let that sink in. For damn near $300, you are typing in the dark like a caveman. Now the ESR Rebound, it has 7 different backlit keys. This is a game changer for people who are night owls, or if you're editing in a dimly lit studio. Shout out to my creators out there. The ESR is actually better for your workflow. Apple, shame on you. How you gonna charge magic prices and leave us in the dark? So let's talk numbers, because at the end of the day, your wallet is the one making the final decision. Apple's Magic Keyboard, the 11-inch, about $269, and that's before tax. ESR, around $120 depending where you shop, and it's even cheaper on eBay. So you are paying about $140 tax for the Apple logo and the smart connectors. That's nearly $150. For that money, you can buy a nice carrying case and dinner for 2 at Papados. Now, where did ESR cut corners? And we know for $140 cheaper, they had to cut corners somewhere. The trackpad. Apple trackpad is glass, it's smooth, it's precise, it's the gold standard. ESR trackpad, it is great, but it's plastic. It got a tiny bit more click, and it isn't quite as buttery as Apple. You got to charge this thing, so you will have to plug it in from time to time. But for $140 in savings, most of you gonna be just fine with plugging in a cable once every couple weeks. So who is each one for? The Magic Keyboard is for the purists. If you want the thinnest possible setup, the best trackpad in the game, and you hate the idea of ever charging a second device, Apple is your choice. ESR Rebound is for the person who realized that Magic is just a marketing term for expensive. So if you want the best value for your money, it's not even a contest. ESR wins by a landslide. They took the areas Apple neglected and made them standard. If you just want something that works straight out of the box with no pairing or having to charge a secondary device, and you want that smooth, sleek, just premium look and feel, then the Apple Magic Keyboard is the one for you. Now, me personally, I'm rolling with the ESR joint because I do a lot of editing at night, and I use my iPad Air at night for editing when I'm on the couch or anything like that. So I need those backlit keys. So for me, I'm rolling with ESR, but you guys let me know down in the comments. All right, y'all, so that's the breakdown. Don't let the marketing fool you. Know what you're paying for. Now, are you team Apple or are you team ESR? Drop a comment down below and let me know if you think Apple is tripping for removing those backlit keys on the Air. If you enjoyed the vibe, then do your boy a favor, hit the like, subscribe to the channel, join the squad, and turn on notifications to stay locked in when new videos drop. Appreciate you for watching, and as always, stay safe, and I'll holler at you in the next video. Later.